Hey guys, this is Junior from Live Clean, and today I am super excited because I am here with good friend Mike Condon, and he is about to embark on a ridiculous journey, some refer to as an ultra marathon. So Mike, this is not your first, is that right?
That is correct.
How many have you done?
One.
Okay.
So this will be my second.
And for those of us who don't know what an ultra marathon is, I understand that the definition may vary. So what exactly are you doing?
So ultra marathon is defined as anything over 26.2 miles. What I'm about to attempt to do again is a 50-mile ultra marathon, all completed in one day, one time, no stopping, just go.
50 miles. 50 miles. Okay. So Mike, when you did your first one, how long did you train for? What kind of things were you doing? How'd you feel?
Yeah, so I had been kind of preparing both mentally and physically to do that. I had run about 4 marathons prior to doing that. First ultra marathon, but really just working every day and trying to build muscle. Never really thought much about what I was putting into my body, to be quite honest. So really just working every day and building that muscle and the muscle memory to mentally and physically prepare for the race. That was about it.
Okay.
I'm not very smart.
So, and not to put you on the spot, but how many years ago was your first ultra?
It was 6 years ago now.
6 years ago, okay.
Yeah, so here we go again.
Yeah, well, okay. And so this time around, we're going to put a little more of a concerted effort into what Mike puts in his body, not just from a dietary standpoint with the foods he's eating, but also from a supplementation standpoint. So Mike definitely came to the right place, because here at Live Clean, we carry only the cleanest supplements and products, things that we've deemed clean, and we're going to see how this impacts his performance moving forward. So the next one you're running, when is it? How far out?
It's September, so 5 months. September 9th is the race date.
Okay, and are you actively training now?
I've just started my training regimen. I've been running all winter, but now it's starting the time to ramp up the
Okay,
miles.
so we're ramping up for the ultra. So now is as good a time as any to really get started on supplements.
Absolutely,
too,
yes.
Right? So I'm going to briefly explain what I've recommended to Mike, and we're going to do this all the way leading up to the race, and we're going to document exactly how he feels through training and then obviously post-race as well. And hopefully his performance improves. I know 6 years ago this guy might have been a monster, so we're working his father time as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, so as you can see, there are a collection of things here, but they all serve a purpose. Now, I'm going to go by category for some of these. So pre-race or pre-workout, we're going to give Mike a couple of different things, some things that may not be familiar to people who don't do distance running or endurance sports. The first one here, I have what's called Race Cap Supreme. It's by Hammer Nutrition, wonderful brand. They have some amazing stuff, especially for you endurance athletes. Race Cap Supreme is loaded with CoQ10, which is very good for energy production, nice antioxidant. And it's got a blend of a handful of other things too, electrolytes that are really going to help Mike perform well on training day and race day. So he's going to take this like 30 minutes to an hour before he starts running. You can actually take it while you're running too. So we're going to get Mike on this Race Cap Supreme, very, very nice. And the other one we're going to do is PhD's Glycodurance. So there are a few products out there now for endurance athletes that brand themselves as super starches. However, a lot of them are derived from corn. Now, corn is a known allergen, and for some people, it might as well be a grain. Produces a pro-inflammatory response, which is something we're going to try to steer Mike clear from this time around. Now, Glycodurance is derived from rice and potato, and the way this stuff works is it's got what's called cluster dextrin. Cluster dextrin is essentially a carbohydrate that is absorbed very quickly in the gut. However, it's released very slowly through the body, so it provides sustained energy over a long period of time, which a lot of endurance athletes are going to need. So hopefully this will get you through the first 40 miles or so. The last 10 might be on you.
Figure it out.
At that point, you got to will your way there, right? So for pre-race, we're going to go with Hammer Nutrition Race Cap Supreme and PhD's Glycodurance. Okay. Moving on. So these three are going to be Mike's daily supplements. Okay, he's going to be taking these every day. You can take them a few times a day if you want. The turmeric, especially if you're in acute pain or soreness. But these are all potent anti-inflammatories. The first one we're going to recommend is Vital Choices Krill Oil. Some people ask why krill oil over fish oil or cod liver oil or skate oil, and they're all going to be very nice for Mike's purposes. However, I like krill oil because it's got a very high concentration of EPA and DHA, the omega-3 fatty acids, and it's also very high in astaxanthin, a very potent and powerful antioxidant, which Mike is going to need because his body is going to be put under a lot of stress with all the miles he's putting in. And Mike also has 4 kids.
4 kids, yes.
You would say a handful.
Yeah.
Mike also, could be misleading. Mike also has 4 kids, and the guy is a tireless worker, so he's going to be under constant stress. This stuff's definitely going to help him out. The next one, as I mentioned earlier, turmeric. I love Pure Synergy's super pure turmeric. The reason being it's 100% food, all bioavailable, very, very absorbable, and a potent anti-inflammatory. When it comes to anti-inflammatories, this is like nature's #1 gun. Okay, so we're going to do the turmeric as well, and then last but not least, Vital Proteins Marine Collagen. I like the beef, I like the marine. We actually make our own bone broth here in the store. However, I'm going with the marine because very good for muscular tissue, connective tissue, cartilage, and joints. And research has shown that the marine peptides are actually a little bit smaller than the bovine and maybe more absorbable for some people. So it might be a little more effective for Mike. It also encourages the collagen you already possess in your body to actually repopulate itself. So it's good from that standpoint as well. So from the anti-inflammatory standpoint, we're going to go with these 3.
Perfect.
Okay, following along.
I'm hoping it works.
Yeah,
I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah, none of these are magic pills, but yeah, they should work as long as Mike is diligent about taking them and putting the right things in his body. It should definitely go a long way into making this race a little bit more tolerable.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. We have Innate Response's Adrenal Response. So I love this brand. They do a lot of co-enzymated products, meaning that they include an actual food blend in there too, with the thought being that your body will recognize it as such, and it's going to be more bioabsorb more of it than you would an isolate or a synthetic product on the shelf. Now, we're going to do Adrenal Response with Mike because, again, Mike's always under stress. And running however many miles a week, how many do you think you'll be running a week when you really ramp up the training?
Anywhere between 45 to 70.
Okay, so he'll get up to 10 miles a day on average. And you talk about putting stress on the body, that's a lot. So when you do that, your adrenal glands can become taxed, and you could have chronically elevated levels of cortisol, which I don't want to go down that path, but it can cause a boatload of issues. So this should hopefully keep Mike's adrenal glands in check, hopefully modulate and regulate his cortisol release throughout the day. Moving on, we're going to go with a B complex. Again, this one's from Pure Synergy. I love this stuff because, again, it is 100% real whole food. You take this stuff, your urine's not going to change color, like what happens with a lot of vitamins we get on the shelf. B complex is great for all athletes, and they actually show that even a slight deficiency in vitamin B will reduce performance significantly. So we're going to make sure we have our bases covered there. Unless you're eating a lot of B-rich foods, which a lot of us don't, most of us are deficient. So we're going to go with the B complex there. And then moving on to our post-workout and post-race supplements, we're going to go with a whey protein powder. Now, not everyone can do whey. I'm actually one of those people. I can't do casein, I can't do gluten. It produces a pro-inflammatory response. I have a reaction. However, if you can handle cow's milk, I would always go with whey, simply because it comes inherently comes with a complete amino acid profile in large doses. So we're going to go with ProMix Nutrition's grass-fed whey protein. Guys, this stuff is amazing. How many ingredients are in here? There's literally
too many to count.
There's 4 ingredients. 4 ingredients in here. It does get much cleaner than that. It tastes great, and again, very high in amino acids, but specifically the BCAAs, which are have proven, the leucine specifically, proven to be the key that kind of unlocks muscle protein synthesis. So we're going to get Mike going on the ProMix Nutrition Vanilla Grass-Fed Whey Protein, and then also, last but not least, we have Trace Minerals Clean Post Workout. Now, I love this stuff because it is absolutely loaded, not just with electrolytes, but also the trace minerals that your body gets depleted of doing intense exercise, like running for 50 miles.
You laugh every time you say that.
It's too much. It's too much. I like this too because it's got beetroot powder, it's got arginine, things that are going to help work as vasodilators and help produce nitric oxide production, or help increase nitric oxide production, hopefully increase circulation and therefore recovery. So we're going to get Mike on this protocol, and we're going to check in with you guys every once in a while as he's trained, see how he's feeling as compared to Mike 6 years ago when he was shoveling a bunch of junk into his body. Yeah. And somehow still managed to finish, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're excited about the journey and hope you guys all follow along with us, not only here with Doug. I'll be starting an Instagram page as well, so follow us along, tracking everything and putting updates on it as we go. So I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to working with you.
Perfect, yeah. Thank you.